Hello, it's me, Alicia Hashem, and I wanted to tune in with you today. I am just returning from the Northern Nights Music Festival, and I wanted to share a couple takeaways with you. And so, the festival's amazing. If you've never been to a music festival, I highly recommend it. The hospitality and the care that goes into these events is just so touching to the heart. And it's just really amazing to unplug and go on a little retreat, put the cell phone down, and actually just have this opportunity to connect with people while you're camping for several days all together and just learning how to survive in the woods together. So whenever we go on these magical retreats, we discover so many things about ourselves. We expand our mind and our awareness. And there's, lots of ahas about our place in the universe. Sometimes we learn from other people who travel to be there because it's just, this congregation of people. So I feel that it's important to take these learnings and really do our best to integrate them into our normal daily lives so that we can live more magically and more harmoniously and really keep that essence of our true, refreshed, relaxed self that we become on this retreat, and find a way to really actually bring that into our daily life. So I look and sound a little bit haggard because I've been up since 6 a.m. I haven't slept pretty much all weekend. My throat is really sore from breathing in dust, so bring a bandana if you go to those so you can not breathe in the dust. Okay, so what kind of came up for me actually was a lot of intensity on this. So on both days there's a 3-day gathering, and I stayed up way too late. I had a ton of fun with everybody, but I found myself waking up and just not feeling very good, feeling a little grumpy, feeling like I wanted to go home. And I also started feeling a lot of insecurities. And so it was just a lot of intensity was coming up. I was feeling this emotional turmoil. And it was just really interesting. And the whole time I'm like, why am I feeling this? Why am I feeling insecure that, I'm worried about what other people think about me. I just was feeling down. And I woke up feeling like this, and then I, went out into the crowd, and, you walk around and you start to enjoy it, and I realized that I didn't want to bring that intense emotional energy with me. And of course, as I go throughout the day, I found it really difficult to remain in a state of feeling down because there was so much love in the people all around. And everybody was so happy, and so it rubbed off on me and lifted my spirit so that I could laugh and play a little bit. And so that was a huge thing for me, because we never know how much pain that another person is in, or what their inner turmoil is. And the power of somebody smiling at you and just wishing you to have a beautiful day can totally change your entire day. And it's all just starts with the power of one person just saying, hey, love you, have a beautiful day, it's so good to see you, I'm so happy, and just really seeing you and noticing that. And I want to bring this into every day and just realize that we have the power to make people feel special, and that it creates more beauty and brings out the best in each other. And so much more magic can happen. And another thing that I realized is that I have days that I wake up and don't feel good and feel triggered and exhausted and insecure and frustrated and whatever it is that's coming up. And I realize that I allow myself, if I'm not at a festival, sometimes I'll just be grumpy with it all day, and I'll let my whole day get ruined, or my whole week get ruined by being triggered, by being overwhelmed by my reality and whatever is going on. And at this festival, I obviously didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be this grumpy pants the whole time. So I really forced myself to shift out of it faster. And I realized that in our daily life, like the sooner that we can shift out of that negative triggered state, the more magic can happen. And I realized that, I realized that how much I compromise my own success by not remaining in a higher vibration, on focusing on having fun, creating my dreams. And literally, I have this terrible habit of just being stressed out from, you know, people, relationships, working too much, being so worried about what other people think. And what that's doing is compromising my creations. And so I walked away from this festival of art and realized that true artists don't care about what other people are going to think about their creation, and they don't compromise that, and they just live in that truth. And so that's really powerful for me. And, as a woman especially, I noticed that there weren't a lot of female like performers or artists that were sharing and expressing themselves. And so there was like this announcer that said, hey, we want to book more women artists, so ladies, get your shit together. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so true. And how much like do we just worry about giving to others, and really compromise what we truly want to be doing and what we truly came here to do. So those were some of my takeaways, and I'm gonna do my best to get my shit together, to integrate it, to really just show up on an even stronger level of having that love and compassion for myself, to raise my own spiritual vibration and really see the other people and share that love with others, and also to just really focus on having a good time in this life and creating magic every single day, and not compromising that, and not just being, oh, okay, I have to, no, like really carving out that time to make the magic happen, to touch people's lives, because we don't know how long that we're going to be alive here, and life goes fast, like years fly by, and every day that we wake up, we have this opportunity to have this magical reality. But it's just baby steps, right? Building up every single day. So that was my big takeaway. I want to bring a more magical world into each and every day, and let that retreat, little pieces of it, live on. So thanks for hearing me out. I would love to hear anyone else's takeaways in the comments, or what you thought of this.